Here comes the 1-1. And it is going to be behind for another error or a wild pitch. And Kaluna will be in at third base. Pitch is low. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 from Walker. It's going to be ground ball to shortstop. 2 outs now on the inning, but it brings in another run. 3-0 Buckeye.
Nice play there from the shortstop, Prinster. Calmly fields it, fires on the first. The run does come in to score, so an RBI for Sophia Villa, but the Trojans recorded the second out of the inning.
Mion McCoy now up for Buckeye as that will remain fair. And it will be an out. But the Hawks record 3 runs in this inning. Paradise Valley looking to respond in the next top half. We will be right back. And we are back for the top of the second inning. As it will be Savannah Del Rey at bat for the Trojans. She looks to get something started. And that'll be just foul down the right field corner.
Del Rey took a nice rip at that one, but just couldn't keep it fair down the right field line. And now she falls behind quickly, 0-2.
Del Rey, the freshman right fielder tonight for the Trojans. Down 0-2. And she strikes out. Not fielded cleanly, but no matter, the strikeout is recorded for Palladini.
Not sure that Del Rey knew the count there, as after she swung and missed, she backed out of the box and took a look down at her third base coach before taking off to first. And that helped the Hawks record the first out easily.
Second baseman Savannah Glicko will now come to the plate for the Trojans. Here comes the pitch, shows bunt, pulls back at the last minute. It'll be 1-0. Talking with this Paradise Valley team right before the game, you wouldn't think that they're 0-7. I mean, they're all, when we were doing our pregame interviews, Katie Galucci, their head coach, she and the team were very positive, and they're still looking for their first win, but they're still very, very positive and trying to keep their heads up.
Yeah, they said they would always bring the energy to the ballpark regardless of results, and that they are today.
Glico shows bunt again, but pulls back. Is 2-1.
Glico now being told by third base coach to go ahead and take a rip at this next pitch.
Here comes the 2-1. And that'll be inside, 3-1. Glico wisely lays off that inside pitch. Three one the count. And we have a full count now, 3-2.
Glico there showed bunt once again, but I think she was always going to pull back. Didn't really want to give up a bunt on a 3-1 count there. And now she has to battle.
And Glico will strike out.
She chased the drop ball there in the dirt. A nice pitch from Palladini to get the the second out, via the strikeout. Second straight this inning.
Center fielder Alexandra Andrade will now come to the plate for Paradise Valley, looking to start a 2-out second inning rally. Here comes the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Andrade batting .111 on the year. 1 hit and 9 at-bats. Looking to improve upon that today. As she takes strike one, 1-1 the count.
She has also been able to draw 4 walks so far this season. She's shown some patience up there. And she's currently doing that right now, taking both of the first 2. And now the third as well.
2-1 count now. Palladini. This inning's got much smoother for her than the first inning. 2 base runners reached for the Trojans in the top of the first.
Very late swing there from Andrade. Hit that one almost off the hands on the bat. And it was just poked softly foul towards the Trojan dugout.
Palladini looking to record her 5th strikeout. Not quite. We have a full count now.
Off-speed pitch there, just missed off the outside corner according to the home plate umpire.
We have a full count now. The pitch inside. And the Trojans have a base runner.
Nice job there from Andrade. After getting 2 strikes on her, didn't panic, was able to draw the next 2 for balls and get a runner on here with 2 outs.
Aaliyah Anderson now up. That is foul back. 0-1.
Nice swing there from Anderson. Just a little late on the fastball inside. Got jammed a bit and slapped it foul.
The freshman Anderson, still hitless on the year, looking to record her first hit of the season.
Little over-aggressive there, chased a high one. Probably would have been a ball, but instead now falls behind 0-2.
And Aaliyah Anderson gets her first hit of the year. And it looks like there's trouble in left field with it. It'll be a double for Aaliyah Anderson. Ball gets behind the catcher.
And that drop ball there from Palladini just perfectly into the bat path of Anderson, and she absolutely ripped that one past the third baseman for her first hit of the year and an extra base hit nonetheless. Now put 2 runners in scoring position and a chance to get back in the game for the Trojan team as the leadoff hitter comes back to the plate.
Anderson's teammates extremely happy for her after getting her first hit of the year. As we are now back to the top of the order. Chance Alvik was hit by a pitcher first time up. Looking to drive in these 2 runs. As that ball is going to be behind the plate, runners will stay put. 1-1 the count.
Looked like there might have been a chance there for Andrade to possibly come in and score, but not a great read on the wild pitch, and the runners hold up.
And we will have a mound visit now. Haley Palladini surrounded by her coach and her teammates. Probably just to have her calm down and try to get out of this situation.
Sorry about that. Head coach Trey Rivera there had to have been, I would figure, was telling Palladini, just trust her stuff. You know what you've been doing all season with her walk to strikeout ratio. Getting a little wild here. So just really attack these Trojan hitters and trust her defense.
Andrade on third base. Anderson on second. Pitch outside. 2-1 the count now. Here's the pitch to Alvik. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Palladini looked like he took a little bit off of that one just to try to get back into the zone. And Alvik just swung right over the top of it.
Here's the 2-2. And it is taken for a ball. Wow. What a take by Alvik. It is a full count now.
Another great at-bat for this Trojan squad. They continue to work the pitch count here of Palladini. Let's see if they can capitalize here.
And it's down. And it is a strikeout. Well, the Trojans put up a threat with 2 outs in that inning, but Palladini and the Hawks able to get out of it. It is still 3-0 Buckeye going into the bottom half of the second. We are back now for the bottom of the second, as it is 3-0 Hawks going into this bottom half. Paradise Valley put up a threat with 2 outs in the top half of the second, but was unable to bring in any runs. And now the Hawks back up to bat. As we have a drive in the center, it's going to get down. As Peyton Aguirre is able to drive it in for a single.
Aguirre there took a nice swing at that and just looped it into center. With the outfield playing so deep for the Trojans, there's always a possibility for those little loopers to just drop in front of them for base knocks.
And the 385 hitter able to get on base for the Hawks. Madison Blackwell now up for Buckeye. Pitch inside. We have a stolen base attempt. And Aguirre will get in there easily.
The catcher Jones just wasn't prepared for that steal of second. As all as here in softball, the rules are a little bit different than baseball. You can only steal once the catcher has the ball in her glove. But Aguirre took the chance and was in safely.
Madison Blackwell with a .316 batting average on the year. 2 doubles, 5 RBIs. And it looks like she may get another one here. But that ball is long gone. Madison Blackwell with the 2-run blast. And it puts the Hawks up 5-0 in this bottom of the second.
Blackwell got all of that one out deep into the left center gap. Her first home run on the season. And she said she didn't just want one RBI, but rather both to give them a quick 5-0 lead here, bottom 2.
That is the 4th team home run for the Hawks this year, and man, was that one blasted. Hopefully somebody finds that out beyond left field. And now we've got the pitcher Palladini up to bat now. Already recorded 4 strikeouts.
Both teams electing to allow their pitchers to hit.
And Danica Walker now ahead 0-2. Palladini takes a pitch outside. On the year, Palladini is 1-10. Looking to make it 2 for 11. And she takes another upstairs, 2-2.
Couple of nice takes here from Palladini. Quickly behind 0-2, but staying calm and taking 2 pitches up and out of zone.
And that is popped up to third base, and it is caught. Was a little close, but the shortstop, Prinster, gets the catch.
Yeah, Abby Prinster electing to call off the third baseman, Aaliyah Anderson, who of course had that double in the top half of this inning. But Prinster takes that one, and unlike the one she had in the first inning, was able to squeeze it for the first out.
And Val Villa is now back up for the Hawks. She had that memorable inside the park home run to start this game. And that is popped up. And it is caught for the second out. And a quick 2 outs for Danica Walker after that 2-run blast.
Right now for the Hawks, looks like they're just getting a little bit out of their swings right now. Trying to do too much and just popping things up. Want to see them stay within their approach.
And that is another pop-up. And Walker is able to make the catch. And that is 3 quick outs. The Hawks add 2 more off of a 2-run blast from Madison Blackwell. The Trojans are once again going to look to respond in the top half of the third. We will be right back. We are back for the top of the third inning. Buckeye up 5-0 as the Trojans now look to strike back with Abby Prinster. 1-1 the count now. Abby Prinster, the shortstop, flew out her first time around.
And something just to note, last inning, nice job from the pitcher for Paradise Valley, Danica Walker, of after the home run, not letting that get in her head and instead coming right back and getting 3 consecutive pop-ups to retire the side and keep the game within reach for the Trojans.
3 very quick outs after that home run. As we now have a 3-1 count. Good start for Prinster. Here's the 3-1. And it is lined to first base, and it looks like Prinster is going to get the single. That was hard hit to first base and just could not be gloved by the second baseman.
Yeah, real nice swing there from Prinster. Able to go with that outside pitch and lines it hard at the first baseman, Aguirre, who just wasn't able to squeeze it. But it'll definitely be a single with how hard that ball was hit.
Now up the pitcher, Danica Walker. And we have a pickoff at first. And it is close, but safe.
Yeah, that's something you really got to be careful with in softball, though, is the back picks, because as mentioned, you can only steal once the catcher has the ball, as well as lead off. So once the catcher has the ball, she has a lot of chances to possibly get back picks on runners.
Walker takes the ball outside. 1-1 the count. Walker is 1-12 in her at-bats so far this year. Another pitch outside, 2-1 now.
Yeah, and looking how to have a bounce back at bat, as last time she did put together a long AB, got to a full count, but then watched strike 3.
That ball is taken for a strike. 2-2 the count now. Runner on first, nobody out for the Trojans as they seek their first win of the year. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Palladini records her 5th strikeout of the game. 6th strikeout of the game. And that is the second time Walker has gone down swinging.
Yeah, Walker entered the game with 5 strikeouts on the season, and now with 2 in the game, both on fastballs, 1 swinging, 1 looking.
Leah Weirman now up to bat. She is also looking for her first hit of the year. Here's the pitch. Taken upstairs, 1-1. Leah Anderson got her first hit of the season, a double in the last inning. As Weirman is looking to follow in her footsteps. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And I would like to see more of that from Palladini. Just attacking these hitters with the fastball. And a lot of them have been late, as case in point there from Weirman. Just got that one blown right past her. So Palladini got to be more aggressive with that pitch. Weirman, though, catches up to that one and slaps it foul.
As that will go, get out of the stadium. And right next to the nearby baseball stadium, next to this softball field. 1-2. As it is inside, we have another pickoff attempt. And Prinster is safe.
Yeah, the catcher, Jaslyn Barrios, being really aggressive going for these back pick attempts on their runner, Prinster, at first.
That is taken inside. We have a full count now for Weirman. trying to create another threat for this Buckeye squad. And it is swung on and missed, though. The 7th strikeout in 2 2/3 innings of work now.
Nice change up there from Palladini. On the full count, going with their off-speed pitch, so that tells you that's what she has the most confidence in and was able to get the strikeout.
Ava Jones now back up. She struck out her first time around, and she swings and misses on that one. 0-1 the count. The Trojans created a 2-out threat in the top half of the 2nd inning. Was able to draw a walk and a double to bring runners to 2nd and 3rd, but were not able to bring them home. 0-2 now.
Nice pitch from Palladini there. Just absolutely painted the outside corner. Nothing Jones can really do about either of those first 2 pitches. But now you just got to find a way to battle.
And that is swung on and missed. Another strikeout. And that is the end of this top half of the 3rd inning. Hawks up 5-0, and we will be right back. We are back for the bottom of the 3rd inning as it starts right away for Buckeye. And Kalila Kaluna begins this 3rd inning with a triple.
Yeah, Kaluna absolutely jumping on the first pitch to begin the bottom half of the 3rd and ropes it down the left field line. And it's not very often you see triples down the left field line, but that one just got all the way deep into the corner and Kaluna able to take 3rd.
As Jazz Barrios now up for the Hawks. She flew out her first time around. So make that a single and a triple now for Kalila Kaluna. A double and a home run away from the cycle as we have a ground ball towards shortstop. This will bring in another run as Jasleen gets the RBI ground out. It is 6-0 Buckeye.
Barrios there rolled over on the pitch a little bit, but able to do a job for the team, get a run in. As Princeton made a nice play and fire over to the first baseman, Weirman, to get the first out in this bottom of the third.
Sophia Villa now up. She had an RBI ground out her first time around. So even the outs today for Buckeye have been productive ones.
And Villa having quite the season so far this year, as after that last ground out, still 17 for 24 on the year, and make that 18 for 25. She's going to have extra bases down in the left field corner.
And looks like we may have another triple here. Here's the play at third, and she is safe. Sophia Villa, my goodness, what a season she is having.
Make that her 5th triple so far this season early on. Villa just having an absolutely outstanding start to the season.
A 720 batting average to begin the year, my goodness. And looks like this will be foul down the left field line.
Solid swing there from the third baseman, McCoy. But a little bit out in front, caught it off the end of the bat. Hooked it a little foul down the left field line.
Mione McCoy, she is the home run leader for this Hawks team. Was pretty close down that left field line. 1-1 now the count. As Danica Walker looks to get out of this inning.
Good discipline there from McCoy. Those high pitches really light up your eyes, especially when you're looking to be aggressive with a runner on third and hit a ball in the air. But she holds off.
And this ball will be up into right field. It is caught, but it will bring in another run. Sophia Villa home. It is now 7-0 Buckeye.
And that's why McCoy was looking to get under the ball there, because even though she did just get a little bit too underneath it and pop up, still able to hit the sac fly, doesn't hurt the batting average, does a job for the team. And now a 7-0 lead for the Hawks.
Peyton Aguirre back up for the Hawks. She had a single and a stolen base in her first appearance, as this has got down to the shortstop, and the out is recorded, and the inning is over. The Hawks add 2 more runs. The Trojans up to bat next in the top of the 4th. We'll be right back. The top of the fourth is here for Paradise Valley, as Haley Palladini doing an excellent job so far today. 8 strikeouts in just 3 innings of work. She is ahead now, 0-2.
Yeah, the pinch hitter right now, Cecilia Taryn, quickly falls behind in the count as she comes in the game for Savannah Del Rey.
Taryn takes a ball outside, 1-2 the count now. Seven nothing in this top of the fourth inning in favor of Buckeye, as Palladini records her 9th strikeout of the game. Just 1 out that she has recorded has not been a strikeout.
Yeah, Palladini's been absolutely dominant so far today. Gotten behind in a few counts, which her head coach Trey Rivero would definitely like to see fixed. But other than that, just really dominant stuff so far against the Trojans.
As Savannah Glicko is now back up to the plate for the Trojans, takes a strike. Ball outside, 1-1 now.
Glicko's been showing the same strategy in each of her first 2 at-bats of showing bunts before 2 strikes. She does so yet again and takes another ball.
2-1 the count now. Glicko, the victim of what else a strikeout in her first plate appearance.
Yeah, put together a pretty decent at-bat, but then on the full count pitch, wasn't able to catch up.
2-2 the count now. Haley Palladini seeking her 10th strikeout of the game. And she gets it. She strikes out Savannah Glicko.
And yet another fastball that Palladini just blows right past one of these Trojan hitters for just a dominant 10 strikeouts so far, not even through 4 innings.
Alexandra Andrade now up for Paradise Valley. She drew a walk her first time around. Ironically, it's been the bottom of this Paradise Valley batting order that has caused the most trouble so far.
Yeah, the 8 and 9 hole so far for the Trojans had 2 really good at-bats with Andrade, who's at the dish right now. Fouled the first one off her hands, and then the on-deck hitter Anderson.
Andrade 1 for 9 on the year for a 111 average. He has 1 RBI so far on the year, the junior. 0-2 the count now. And it is low for a ball. 1-2 the count now for Palladini. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Haley Palladini. She is a strikeout machine today, as it remains 7-0 for the Hawks going into the bottom of the fourth. And we are back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Buckeye up 7-0. As we have a pinch hit.
Madison Blackwell comes up to the dish, who hit the 2-run shot to left center field in her last at bat, and quickly ahead in the count 0-2, or excuse me, 2-0, trying to put another barrel on the ball.
The left fielder, Blackwell, looking to get another hit in this game. Swung on and missed, 2-1. Madison Blackwell hit the 4th home run for this Buckeye squad earlier in this game. And that is chopped down the left field line. 2-2.
Nice pitch there from Walker. Behind in the count, but still goes with the off-speed pitch and has Blackwell way out in front to even it up at 2s.
And that is upstairs for a full count now. 3-2. And when you look at the batting averages for all of these Buckeye hitters, and that one is drilled off the center field wall, and it will be a double for Madison Blackwell.
Blackwell absolutely rips another ball and would have had her second home run of the night if not for the batter's eye out there in center field, having the double stacked wall. Hits it off the very top of that, and instead we'll just have to settle with a double.
And that is Blackwell's 3rd double of the year, as we have a wild pitch that will bring Blackwell to third base. 1-0 the count, as Haley Palladini making her second plate appearance of the game. 11 strikeouts through 4 innings of work. Looking to add another level of dominance tonight at the plate. 2-0 the count. The pitch from Walker. And just inside the left field foul line. 2-1 the count.
Palladini took a nice rip there at the 2-0 pitch. Got it a little off the hands, a soft liner down the third baseline, but hooked a little bit foul, and it'll move to 2-1.
That ball is taken down. 3-1. Palladini popped up her first time around. And she will get a base here. Runners on first and third now. Still no outs in this inning, and it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner for Palladini.
Looks like it's number 9, Maya Loya, the courtesy runner for the pitcher, as that you can do in both baseball and softball in high school.
Loya scored 4 runs so far on the year. 4 and 8 at the plate. And she will be pinch running for Palladini.
Hawks now return to the top of the lineup with the right fielder, Valvia. And she'll drop down a bunt and easily beat it out to first. Coming home is the runner for third, and a bad throw, and Blackwell will score. Very aggressive base running from Blackwell, but it pays off.
I was surprised that she ran for home, but it works, and it is 8-0 with still nobody out for Danica Walker. Runners on second and third.
Not very often that you see a bunt attempt result in a runner scoring from third, someone going first to third, and the batter ending up on second base. But that all happened without the ball leaving more than 5 feet around the home plate area.
1-0 the count. As this is popped up. And it is down. And that is another error recorded by Paradise Valley as the bases are now loaded with nobody out.
Yeah, tough play there for the catcher, Jones, as that one was popped up just a couple feet in front of home plate. And most of the time, you want the catcher to get around the ball and have her back facing towards the field. That makes it a bit of an easier play. But Jones just didn't quite get moving quick enough, and it lands right in front of her to load up the bases.
And that is the second time in this game Kalia Ellis has reached on an error. And that one could be extremely costly as it loads the bases with nobody out. Here's the pitch from Walker. And almost caught. And that, the throw home is dropped, and it is going to score 2 runs. Just the errors keep piling on for this Paradise Valley squad. It is now 10-0.
A solid swing there from the shortstop, Kaluna, but it was hit right at the third baseman, Anderson, who got a glove on it, knocked it down, which sent the runners into a frenzy, and a heads-up play from Prinster at the short to come over and fire home. But Jones couldn't come up with the catch and ended up scoring 2 runs as the runner from second was already almost hand-to-hand with the other runner.
As Jazz Barrios is now up, that is popped up into center field. That will score yet another run.
Barrios hits a sac fly for the second, or excuse me, last time it was a ground out that scored a run. That time hits the sac fly for Barrios.
That will bring Ellis home and will make it 11-0 as the Trojans have their first out of the inning with 4 runs already being scored in it.
These Hawks hitters doing a much better job this inning of just staying with them themselves. Have seen a couple pop-ups still, but a lot of the lineup hasn't been over-aggressive and just has been putting barrel to ball, finding holes.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that is ripped foul down the left field line by Sofia Villa. And that looked very similar to the triple she had not too long ago. Unfortunately, this one just a few feet to the left of that line.
Yeah, Villa was looking to add yet another extra base hit to her tally so far on the season. Bowen just hooked a little bit too much, and now she's ahead 3-1 after that ball low.
Here comes the 3-1. And this will go to the shortstop, and it is bobbled. And it looked like the runner was going to go home, and that caused Villa to sneak into second base.
And that now makes it 3 out of the last 4 batters for the Hawks reaching on errors by the Trojans. Just getting sloppy here defensively in the bottom of the 4th. That has kept them in the game, has been their defense, not being too bad, but this inning, just everything falling apart for them.
Yeah, because if you looked at the earlier innings of the game, I mean, the Trojans would allow runs, but they would be able to get out. They would be able to get outs without too much damage being caused. But this inning has the potential to be a big disaster.
Yeah, this inning is unraveling quickly for them. And Walker just up there getting some weak contact on a couple of these, but all of them
looks like that is going to sneak up into center field. It is going to score 2 more runs. Mione McCoy with the RBI single to bring in 2 more runs. It is 13-0 Buckeye.
McCoy a little bit out in front on that one, but able to shoot it back up the middle as the shortstop Princer is playing very deep in the hole, the 5-6 hole over on the left side of the infield. A lot of room up the middle, and McCoy finds it to drive in 2.
And we have a mound visit. Katie Galucci up to the mound to talk with her pitcher. As there is a runner on first, 6 runs have scored in this inning to make it 13-0 Hawks. Here's the pitch, and we have another stolen base.
McCoy takes off for second there, and no throw from Jones. She just gives it back to the pitcher, Walker, and
that's been the case with most of these stolen bases that we've seen from Buckeye tonight. As we have another pitch going to the backstop.
yeah, a wild pitch there from Walker. Looked like her changeup just ended up short, hit the front of the plate, which is almost impossible to keep in front as a catcher, as it bounces up and over the head of Jones.
And another wild pitch this time will not score, advance the runner.
McCoy deciding to hold up over at third there on that one, as that squeaked under the glove of Jones.
2-1 the count now. That is high. 3-1 the count now. Danica Walker still on the mound, as she has been all year for this Trojan squad, as this is going to get down into center field. It is going. Runner is going to go to third, and it is bobbled. Dayton Aguirre gets the RBI triple to make it 14-0.
A nice swing there from McGuire, and I think she's being awarded home as the ball rolled into the third base dugout. So she will take the triple and an advance to home on an error, and that will make it 15-0, and I think that's going to be the ball game.
You're right, we have reached our run rule for this game. If you're up by 15 or more runs after 4 innings, then you will be rewarded the win. And the Hawks have done that today after a absolute hitting barrage in this 4th inning of work. And that is the ball game. Buckeye wins 15-0. This has been the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Diego Iniguez.
I'm Connor Palick.
And we are saying so long from Buckeye High School. Thank you so much for joining us, and good night.